Today I'm going to go over how to install one of these clock mechanisms to turn your pretty piece of wood into a fully functional clock. I've been messing around lately trying to figure out the CNC, and I made what looks like a clock. Now I need to install the mechanism so it actually functions. They come in a couple different sizes, and that relates to the length of the post. Other than that, they're totally the same. Also in the package is one of these little metal brackets. It's going to go around the mechanism, and that's what's actually going to hang on your wall. There's also a few different washers and nuts, and depending on your setup, you might not use all of these. You're also going to want a couple of little screws or some pin nails just to hold everything in place. Make sure they're not too long and poke out the front of your clock. Now my workpiece here is about 5/8 of an inch, so you would typically go with one of the longer mechanisms. But I like to recess mine a little bit and go with a shorter post. It sits a little closer to the wall. I think it looks a little cleaner. So first step is you're going to take your little metal bracket and put it right on your mechanism there. It goes in one way, fits really nice. Then we're going to slide that into our clock face. I'm going to take the little brass washer, put it on, and then the brass nut, and hand thread that on. I'll come back and tighten that up later, but right now it's just to hold everything in place. Now don't forget you got this post coming out the front, so I'm going to use one of these dog holes to set it down flat. And I've already pre-drilled a couple holes in there. And I'm just going to install some screws so it doesn't move around. The screws aren't structural or anything, they just help it keep from getting bumped out of alignment. Now we'll flip it back over. I'll make sure everything's centered, and I'll tighten up that nut on the front. I went with some basic hands, and they are double-sided. You can have black or white. I'm going to go with the black. You can see the short hand has a totally round hole, and the longer minute hand has a hole with some flat sides. I'm going to put the shorter hour hand on first, and it's going to slide down over the white plastic part of your post. And then there's another little metal piece above that. This piece here, that's got some flat sides, and that's where the minute hand is going to register. So it's like two separate layers. And I'm not using a second hand, so I'm going to go with the closed nut. Now we'll install the battery. Takes a single AA. And it is 3 o'clock. So we'll go around. And this is just a friction fit, so you can adjust it a little bit if needed. There we go, 3 o'clock. And we'll hang it on the wall. Thanks for watching. I hope that helps demystify things a little bit. If you'd like to see a full in-depth video of me designing and making this clock, leave a comment down below.